Don't tell Santa Cruz!
Don't tell Santa Cruz! Don't tell Santa Cruz!
So in today's video, I want to talk about Santa Cruz's content strategy and how it's making him millions of dollars. So essentially, if you guys have seen on TikTok over the last month, I've seen it everywhere on my For You page. Santa Cruz versus Yee Squad, Santa Cruz, Cookie King, all of this stuff over the last couple months has been really relevant. And it's been really interesting to see his videos pop off, as I've been following him for a number of years and well before he started with this whole Yee Squad or Cookie King lore. So Santa Cruz essentially collabs with people that are much younger than him. He's 30 years old. Most of the people he's collabing with are in their early 20s, 18s, etc. And essentially what he's doing, he's using them as leverage to allow more eyeballs onto his page. He's mentioned this on his podcast before.
Right now, I'm doing the lock-in challenge to sweep the nation. Yeah, I would consider that big net content.
So essentially by collabing with these younger creators, it essentially makes them more relevant, as most people that watch TikTok are someone my age, between 13 and 24. That's the main age demographic on TikTok. And by collabing with people that fit into that age range, they're going to be far more relevant than someone who's 32 years old lecturing about people how to be healthy, etc., and sell their health product. So the other real benefit he gets with collabing with these younger creators is he's created this whole lock-in scenario. Essentially, he's the healthy guy, and these guys, the Yee Squad or whoever they're called, are breaking their health niche, or they're being unhealthy, and it allows them to have really easy content to make with millions of views, low effort, and to garner so much attention and eyeballs just on his products and telling people to lock in. You see videos like this.
Yee Squad, why are my feet in some beautiful St. Augustine grass? Now, if you were intelligent, you would put two and two together. This type of grass grows well in humid environments like Texas.
This allows Santa Cruz to get so many views for so low effort. And obviously, most of his content is going to be high effort, but if he wants to pump out 1 million views, he can just react to one of those videos and he will literally get millions of views. How simple is that? Most creators, if they want to get 1 million views, it takes a lot of time, editing, this, that. He can pump these out in under an hour if he really wants to, and he's getting hundreds of thousands of views. Now, obviously, Santa Cruz does have his YouTube channel, and he has other videos that are a lot more informative, talking about his health niche. But to get most of his eyeballs, he creates this loop, almost this whole lore around the Santa Cruz and Yee Squad. By creating this whole lore around Santa Cruz and Yee Squad, it essentially allows both of them to benefit, because essentially it goes to Yee Squad doing something, saying don't tell Santa Cruz, and then Santa Cruz reacts to it, and there's just millions of views from it. The other way Santa Cruz is getting a lot of eyeballs on his own TikTok account is essentially he uses this umbrella or a net strategy.
A lot of what I do, man, is so to cast a big net, you capture something that everybody knows. Cereal, McDonald's, Starbucks. Every human being, well, mostly every human being, knows these things. So you immediately capture them.
So the other way Santa Cruz is staying really relevant and getting millions of views, he's got these videos where he'll go into a grocery store and tell people not to buy soda, or he'll go to McDonald's and give people money not to buy soda. And essentially what this is doing, even though most of the people in the video are probably just going to buy soda when he leaves, he gets millions of views, and he's able to instate his message. He's able to support his overall narrative by instating these messages saying don't drink soda or don't go to McDonald's, is unhealthy. Essentially what this does is creates this narrative that people watching him think he's a really healthy guy, he knows a lot about health, which I do think he does, but essentially gives that subliminal thinking in someone's brain to think, hey, Santa Cruz is this really healthy guy, etc. And I think he's really smart. And as well with these videos, you'll see it's got like 500,000 views, for example. And if you look at the comments, all the comments are being like, oh, unk this, or like, he's definitely buying soda afterwards. He doesn't care. He's got his message across. He's got his views. He really doesn't care what about the audience is thinking. He's getting so many views from it. Now, being a content creator is all well and good because you get millions of views, and a lot of people are able to make significant money about this, but Santa Cruz is smarter than that. A lot of content creators will make most of their money from ad revenue or from sponsorships. Santa Cruz one-ups them. He has his own business where he sells his own products. Now, this is the second part of the video I'm going to be talking about, how he advertises his products and how it's making him millions of dollars. So my rough estimate is Santa Cruz is making high hundreds of thousands of dollars to $1 million a month in revenue from selling his electrolytes and all his other products. Now, I could be way off with these figures. He could be making $1 million a month. I don't necessarily think he is. Maybe it's low millions, but I highly doubt it's going to be in the tens or fives. It might be 1 to 2 million a month in revenue. So for the most part, I'm going to talk about his electrolytes as I've seen it the most, and I'm not going to talk about his hundreds of products, as I think it's just going to be a little bit too long in the video and a little bit too complex, and I don't have enough information. So if you guys have seen in all these videos that he's collabed with these younger creators or these unhealthy creators, he essentially makes the idea of, hey, take these electrolytes, you're going to be healthy, should take these, take that, these electrolytes are good for you, blah blah blah, take these electrolytes instead of having soda. Essentially in all of his videos he's promoting his electrolyte drink. So in Santa Cruz's videos you see him talking about his electrolytes a lot, and most of these videos where he mainly just talks about his product, you know, get some views, but it's really not that successful. But compared to when you see his product in the background, or people taking his product in a long form piece of content or a longer piece of content, it gives people this subliminal idea or subliminal message to take his electrolytes, because people are thinking, hey, I want to lock in, how am I going to do that? Let me take the electrolytes. So Santa Cruz has priced his electrolytes at $30, and I think this is really smart, as it's not too expensive for most people to buy something off TikTok. If his main product was $200, most people aren't going to go off TikTok and buy it, if that makes sense, because I'm not spending $200 just because I've seen my favorite content creator or some random content creator selling something. But if it only costs $30 to start this narrative of locking in, you might as well. Like, it's not that much money for most people, especially in the age range of 13 to 24 bucks. That's definitely disposable income, and hence why so many people are buying his product, because it's really not that expensive, and it allows you to subconsciously think, hey, I'm locking in, I'm being healthy, blah blah blah. And you are being healthy, but for the most part he's making money from that. So I want to talk about this locked in series. He's talked about it on a podcast before, and what he's done is essentially by bringing out these people that aren't necessarily gonna lock in, or they're unhealthy, you know, there's a chance that they might, you know, lock in, start being healthy, start working out, but essentially creates this narrative that people are going to be thinking, hey, this guy's not locking in, I want to lock in myself personally, I want to be healthy, I don't want to look like this idiot over here, he can't even run 100 meters. So it gets his viewers or fans to watch the video and think, hey, I need to start locking in. How am I going to do that? I need to buy his product because I don't want to be unhealthy, I don't want to be unfit. So that's the smartest way that most people will think, hey, let me buy the product. It's really smart from him. So I personally think that Santa Cruz is definitely going to be making a lot of money in the next year or 2 years. He's definitely going to be scaling up his production. He's definitely going to be improving his TikTok videos. He's definitely have like a full-time editor, full-time videographer, and essentially he's going to be able to push his products a lot more. And probably the only way I can see him improving is getting with more relevant creators and making more content. Like, he's doing really well, and I generally think he's going to be like $5 to $10 million easily a year in the next year. He's probably making that at the moment, but his business as a whole is going to be valued a lot more. And if he wanted to, he could sell it, retire, not do anything, or even just keep running it until he's got enough money to retire. I don't think he wants to do that, because I genuinely think he wants to help people. But I think it's really smart of what he's doing, and someone who's young, myself, I think it's really interesting and would like to apply a strategy very similar to that when I'm older. And as well as that, I'm studying marketing, and I'm really into the health and fitness niche, hence why I think I'm making this video and I'm talking about it. Other than that, that's pretty much the video, guys. This is instead of the daily vlog. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's taken a while to make, as I've had to do so many different takes, this, that, and editing the whole thing together to kind of mesh out and perform really well. Other than that, see you guys in the next video. Bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah.